Broadcasting from the business capital of the world, this is the Podcast Business News Network.
We are joined once again by our Professional of the Year, Michael Grebas. He's better known as a life, business, and relationship coach, really the Create It Now coach. Yes, that's the name of his company, createitnowcoaching.com. Welcome back today. How are you?
Well, hello, Jill. It is great to be here. I am doing wonderful. I'm still sitting at the foot of Pikes Peak, which is 14,000 feet of vertical thunder when you hike it.
My goodness. God bless you. I don't know how you do that. How long does that take?
It can take hours and hours and hours. And we have this area called the incline where we actually hike up a bunch of stairs and rocks and everything. It's over 2,000 steps up. And the new record has been set for an up and down of 18 minutes. Unbelievable. When I take about 35 minutes to go just up. And then I'm exhausted, wiped out, totally unable to take another step after that vertical incline, as much as 60-degree incline at times.
Wow.
It's crazy, Jill.
Oh my goodness. Well, thank you so much for being here and that inspiration from that climb. It brings so much to us, and clearly it's done you well. Tell us a little bit about your mindset, your vision, your life relationship coaching. Give us a little backdrop about you, and then we'll get into today's topic of conversation.
Sounds wonderful. So, Michael Grebas, the Create It Now coach, because ladies and gentlemen, we do not want to wait. We don't want to wait another day to have success, to have life, to have.
What song is that? To be over. I can't sing, but now today I got to always think about that song.
Oh, you're doing a better job singing than I would. So, but it is incredible because life is incredibly short, and I'm 64 years old. And as I now look back on my life, I waited too long for the right decision because I was in fear and doubt and uncertainty. So, as an national life, business, and relationship coach, I'm going to bring that 64 years of life experience to your situation to help you decide and decipher how to get the most out of your life and relationship. So what do you think, Jill? Does that sound like a great way to start our day?
I think it does. Absolutely. Start us off. Go ahead, Michael. We're ready to go. Ready for that inspiration. Show us how.
Yeah, sounds great. By the way, you are looking wonderful today. So thank you very much for showing up.
I appreciate it. You too.
It is great. So one of the things that I have learned over the years is there are two distinctive mindsets. One is a fixed mindset and one is a growth mindset. And literally, this is where it starts. It starts inside of the person. So for everyone listening today or viewing us today, it starts right here, right now with you. When your fixed mindset is, I got to stay with what I know. That's a fixed mindset. When you say problems make it easier for me to quit, now I'm getting in a mindset that I'm going to give up on myself. Well, mistakes expose weaknesses and vulnerability. So think about that. My gosh, when we're in a place of vulnerability, we don't want people to know that we don't know the answers. We don't have the skill. We're not ready for whatever task is in front of us, or we're in a place of self-doubt, uncertainty, so we don't trust ourselves, and then we don't trust the people around us. And I know going through the business, we don't always trust the people that we work with. It can be a pretty big challenge, wouldn't you say?
Very true.
So as we're facing these different challenges in here, we get into a place of criticism and judgment, where we're judging others, we're judging ourselves in a negative way, not critical input, which is a positive aspect of criticism. So that critical judgment, where we're just critical of ourselves and everybody else, and we criticize people, is a terrible way. It's another element in the fixed mindset. So then we got just a few more to go through here really quickly. The other one that right there, the uncertainty and doubt. leads me to the place of, well, I avoid taking challenges on, like going to the next level, asking for a pay raise. Well, before I ask for a pay raise, I better not only be doing my job, but the next job above me in order to get that pay raise and even a promotion to go with that. And Jill, when I started doing that, it was great. And as you've gone through your career, how many times would you say you've stepped up and been promoted throughout the years?
I have been. There's been times where I've been up, there's times where I've been down. I've got to see both sides of it, really. It's good to move up, and it really sucks and hurts to move down, but you learn a lot from it. And you learn from your
Yes.
mistakes, you learn a lot of anger, a lot of hurt, a lot of embarrassment, but I understand it's part of life and pay cuts and all that fun stuff, but it happens.
It does. And see, that's where you're you got the champion warrior mindset. And I like to call it the princess warrior mindset.
Thank you.
So if you're
Thanks.
thinking of yourself as a princess warrior here, it's because you recognize that you're responsible for your success, not
Yeah,
your boss, not the government, definitely not the government, and not society, not my past is not responsible for my success. I can't look in my past, go back there, change anything, and say, now I'm going to be successful because I changed the past. We can't
you
change the
can't.
past.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
we get fixated on the past, don't we?
Hmm. Maybe a little too much. The wish I would have had, and you look back and it's like, oh my gosh, I want it like that. But things do change, unfortunately or fortunately. It's just part of life. We have to accept it. Like aging, that's not been an easy thing to accept at 46. Like, oh my goodness, it's happening. I'm getting wrinkles, I'm getting gray hair, but it's part of life, right? Wish we could go back to the past, but we can't. Perfect example.
Yeah, and quite frankly, when I spend any time, emotion, energy in the past, I am literally robbing my future of that energy. So that's the first key element to getting out of this fixed mindset here today. Do not spend any time, energy, emotion fixated in the past. Get that time, energy, and emotion, and let's put it what's in front of you. So when you got that energy and you're fixed on what opportunities lie in front of you, you no longer see yourself as a failure. We all make mistakes. Hands down, I've made a bucket load of crazy mistakes at times. And then other times, I've seen those mistakes as learning opportunities. So
Yeah.
that's when I started shifting from the fixed mindset, the victim mindset, the I can't do, there's no reason to change because this is who I am. And this is where my life is going to be for the rest of my life. And there's nothing I can do about it. Well, that's a lie. And the negativity distorts the truth. So as you think about it, how much negative thoughts do you have? How much negative belief do you have about who you are, what you're capable of? And then what about your actions? So, Jill, how many times can you look at and say, when I took a positive action step that was incredibly challenging and scary, and yet because I did that, it led me to where I am?
Well, and here you are doing this. And what do you love most? I mean, you're thriving, you're succeeding, and at the same time now you're passing this along, your newfound, knowledge and changing other people's lives too. So cool.
Oh my gosh, yes, it is, because that's what this is all about. It's about each and every one of you recognizing that. Do you have a negative fixed mindset, or do you have a positive opportunist mindset that says, I am capable of so much more? And we do not want to live in the woulda, coulda, shoulda era where, oh my gosh, I'm in the rearview mirror again, woulda, coulda, shoulda, and I'm putting all the energy and emotion back there. That will never serve you well. But here's what we need to do, though. Let's get an understanding of what to do with the past. Are you ready for this, Jill? You ready for that answer?
I'm ready. Go for it.
It is learn the lesson of the past Let the rest go because that is garbage. That's debris. That's the stuff that will hold you back. So think about this. When I've had failures in the past, I'm going to focus in on how everybody felt about me, how I felt about me, what I lost. And I'm going to spend so much time and energy in that debris field. Does that open me up to what now is possible for my future?
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's quite incredible. And it is that simple. It will take dedication, determination, drive. We have to be relentless. And we don't let the past hold us captive. So now that you got a clear perspective on what the past is, what it will do for you, what your failures would do for you, let's shift into the growth mindset, a belief mindset that says, I have the intellect, I have the skills. They may be underdeveloped. So, do I need to go to a trade school? Do I need to get back into college? Do I need a mentor? Do I need to get literally on the internet and look up any job
Yeah.
on the planet and how to do better in that job? And there are so many training videos out. I was on a training video with doctors, professors from Harvard University. They do these incredible seminars, and they will even post them on the internet where literally what they're training the doctors and professors on, you get that same exact training, and it's right at your fingertips.
Ooh. I got to find some of these. It's funny. I'm interested in medicine. It always has been. I'm fascinated by it. But to watch them in their I have all there's all doctors and friends of mine, so I'm just fascinated by this field.
Oh my gosh, yes. Yeah, it is so incredible. So now, when I take that, all that energy, all that power, all my capabilities, all that is possible, and I now put it into that growth mindset that says skills can be learned and developed. So when I first started out as a diver, a gymnast, into the martial arts, oh, Jill, it was terrible. I,
Really?
oh, it was awful. So many times I was on the diving board, jumping up, landing right on my face, on my belly, on my back. It was painful. But the great thing about it is, as I got better and I felt my body on the board, how to get the right lift, the right twist, the right turn, all of a sudden, I was performing at a level I didn't even know I could. So that was some of the area that changed my perspective on what is possible in life. And here we sit today. Look at that background with you. New York City. Is that not beautiful or
I
what?
know. I wish it was real. Wish I was sitting there with that as my backdrop, but not today.
Yeah, and it is so great because we know it's at our fingertips. We know it's right there. We know it's possible. We just have to get there. So here we are, and recognizing that the failures of the past are some of my best learning opportunities, or they're an opportunity for me to beat myself up.
Hmm.
So, where would I be in life if I just kept beating myself up, telling myself I wasn't worthy, I'm no good, it's not going to happen, it's not going to get better? So, here's the second key. The second key to making this shift is call me. Call me, because you can call me and set a 30-minute free consultation where you will not be sold a program at all, ever. You will discover solutions and answers to whatever is going on in your life in that 30-minute call, and you will literally get answers right there on the spot. And where you're like, this is what I needed, this is where I need to go, we need to continue, Mike, please work with me. And I'll be like, yes, now you're ready, I'm ready, it's a great connection. And all I got to do is call, Jill.
No. Aw, I love it. And how do we call you? Tell us.
Oh, we call 719-339-7402. That's my cell phone, office phone, life phone. It's every kind of phone I could want. So call me, text me. Let's get you answers right here, right now. So here's what happened. A gentleman I worked with again a few weeks ago, he called me up and said, Mike, I just need to pick your brain. I'm so lost and confused. I don't know where to go, what to do with this. So we talked, and within 15 minutes, he had resolution on where he was going, what was holding him back, what he needed to do, the different elements he had to get around him. So once he found out what that was, he made the decision. And Jill, you know what's so cool about this whole conversation?
Well,
He's not even,
say it again.
yeah, he's not even a client.
Wow,
He's just a
really?
business associate that called me and knows he can use me as a sounding board.
Wow.
And he goes, Mike, why do you do that? I'm like, what do you mean? I helped touch a life. I helped you solve a problem. I was a part of your journey. So think about this. I'm a part of his journey. And now, because we've had this conversation, I've been able to have a positive, powerful impact in his life. You know, Jill, is that not the most rewarding thing we can do is help each other?
It really is. That is so helpful. That is amazing.
Yeah, because even sitting here with you, you're on an incredible platform all around the world. People on the internet can see, hear, and just take this information and listen to it again and again and again. So you now become a part of my life, my journey, and such a beautiful, wonderful, positive way. It's priceless.
Well, it's a pleasure. Please, thank you. I mean, you're doing amazing stuff, and I'm glad we're just a platform to help raise more awareness about the awesomeness that you can provide. But you have such great energy. I want to hear more. So we're talking about these steps and how to achieve this and the people you're helping.
Well, yes, and as a part of that, so now we've got the fixed negative mindset that distorts the truth. Now, as we get into the growth mindset, the opportunist mindset, I become a force to be reckoned with. So as I was talking to that gentleman, he goes, Mike, every time I talk to you, I get so energized. I make better decisions. I'm exercising, eating right. And he goes, I just got to pay you something for this. And I'm like, well, I would love to be able to do that. Let's see, does that work for you? And he's like, well, not really at the moment. I'm like, then that's okay. It's okay. So it was beautiful because he made the decision to make the call. So that's your job today, listening. You must take the next step. Whether it's me calling Jill, doesn't matter. Get somebody in your corner that's a mentor, that's a role model, somebody that has your best interest in mind, and let them bring in their wisdom, knowledge, and experience to help you achieve success. So, not taking the steps, you're going to do the same old things and you're going to have the same old results. And that's what Einstein's quote was, is you can't use the same thinking that got you that problem to get you out of that problem. And if Einstein is saying that, I think that's a pretty good foundation to build an idea, a thought of where do we go, what do we do when we have challenges. What do you think, Jill? Is Einstein know his stuff?
I clearly does. Wish you
Yeah,
could have
it
met
is
him.
so. Yeah, it is so great with that. So, with that in mind, what we do is with an unlimited opportunist mindset, we believe that opportunity is a choice. I can choose to feel bad, I can choose to beat myself up, or I can choose to be in the gym working out at 5 in the morning, or the home gym, doesn't matter. I can be working out in the bedroom in the morning. I can be eating right, drinking right, having the right people around me, making sure I'm not watching movies that do nothing for me whatsoever. So I've got the motivational videos, I got the training videos, I put them on as I work out. That's the way I start my morning before I even see the world and the world sees me.
What time do you get up?
Oh, sometimes between 3 o'clock and 5 o'clock in the morning.
Wow.
Yeah, which requires me getting my butt into bed earlier. So I don't know about you, but sometimes that's the hardest thing to do is get
Well, I
into bed at
spent
a good
20 years
time.
of my life getting up at 2 and 3 in the morning working in morning news. And so now, oh, I have no business getting up. I put my dues in. So I sleep until like 7 something with the kids. But yeah, I had a life like that. It was crazy. And yeah, I don't miss that part. Every now and then I've have to travel. I'll wake up that time and I'd be like, how the heck did I do this all the time? It really, for 20 years, affected me. Not in a
Yes,
good way.
yeah, and it's incredible. And yet you're driven, you're committed, you're driving to that success. And here you are as a part of that journey. You've arrived here so incredibly successful. So that's what everybody needs to hear today. You are the author of your story. You are going to write the next word, the next sentence of your life's journey. What are you writing? Are you going to be looking at everything as an opportunity or as a problem? When it's an opportunity, that's your turn to shine. And think about that. When I'm in that mindset belief system that I work out, I exercise, I eat right, I watch what goes into my eyes, I watch what goes into my ears. I watch what's around in my environment, and everything is positive, energetic. It's building me up. It's helping me grow and develop. Now, Jill, with that formula alone, how successful can I be?
I don't know. Uh, it depends.
It's unlimited.
It's yeah, like I guess it's all what you make of it. You have to really put the work and the effort into it, right?
Yes, you do. We
It's
didn't get to the moon and back. We didn't get the space shuttle.
mm-hmm.
We didn't build computers. We didn't do anything without putting out the effort. So it is about putting out that effort. So obstacles become an opportunity for me to shine. And then I learn and improve from any failures that I've had.
Wow.
And then I embrace challenges so I know what is possible. And then I have positive self talk. So as I'm talking to Michael now, I tell him that he is enough. He is convicted. He is a force to be reckoned with. He is a problem solving machine. And as I start doing that, I believe in myself. My energy level goes up. And then I'm fully engaged. I'm looking for opportunities. And here's what happens, Jill. When
Yeah.
I look for the opportunities, they show up.
We love it. And whatever you put out there, mostly I feel that it comes back, but you got to put it out there and keep that positivity, right?
Oh my gosh, yes, we do. And that's because our belief systems that we are talking to ourselves, the words make worlds in our heads. And as we're making those worlds, what are we creating in there? What story are we writing for our future? So when we have the mindset of so many things are possible, and I'm capable of so much with the right training, education, support, the right belief system, the right talk, the right words, conversations, the right environment, the right food that feeds this machine that I am. When all of that comes together, oh my gosh, y'all, I can hike a 14,000-foot peak at 64 years old.
Wow. God bless. It's amazing. Well, we still have 5 minutes left in your show because we got a little bit of a late start. So, what else did you have in mind for us today?
So, one of the other things we do have for us today is when we think about the different aspects of what career field, what do we want out of relationship, a lot of times we get stuck in the mire and we get in ruts and we're not sure about what we really want. So one of the things everyone can do today, write down the biggest challenges that you're facing. Make a list of 10 different challenges you're facing today. And then let's look at 10 opportunities, even though you may not know exactly what they are, write them out. And what you're going to discover is there's a pattern that shows up. And don't beat yourself up when you see the problems, because we have a tendency to do that. Just write them down, see what pattern shows up. And then, Joe, here's what I want everyone to do. Doesn't matter. It can be 1,000 people. Text me your list and I will answer back with answers and solutions about how to overcome those challenges. And at the same time, show you a way to find the right path for those opportunities. All you got to do is call or text or even email. It all works the same.
And what's the phone number?
It is 719-339-7402.
All right. What do you have planned for the rest of the day, Michael?
Well, as soon as I finish here, I got 6 puppy dogs at home. I'm gonna go home and yeah, they're Scotty Terriers and Westies.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, they are the craziest animals. They run around and play. And what's great is out here with the snow we get, I make snowballs, throw them, and they chase them around the yard.
Oh, that's beautiful. I didn't know you were such a dog daddy. Oh my goodness.
Oh.
That's a lot of dog daddying, a lot of responsibility.
I love them. And you know what? I couldn't give it up for the world. So I will always and have been a puppy daddy for about 40 years.
Oh my, I've been a cat mommy for like 40 years. Yeah.
Oh, see, now that is
And then
great,
a real mom to like humans.
Yeah. And see, here's the great thing about this, Jill, is as we talked about what is possible. Do you know having pets give us longer life because they bring so much love, connection, and enjoyment in life? It extends our life out because we have all those chemicals, things that are going on in our body.
Yeah.
Every time we pet them, love them, and they love us back.
No, I know. It's so true. Always, always. I have 2 little cats now. So they're like 6 months and probably like 8 months. We adopted one and then Santa brought one. So we were excited about that. So we got 2 little love bugs in the house and then my 2 boys. So
Oh my gosh, that is so great.
Oh, no, and we also just got a hamster. I forgot 2 months ago. We have a new addition, Squeaky, to the family. We love animals. Oh my goodness. Well, thank you so much. Pleasure here again, Michael, having you. CreateItNowCoaching.com. Text him 719-339-7402, right?
Yes, yeah, perfect. That's all you got to do. And if you want to go on the website, check it out. michaelgrebas.com, michaelgrebas.com, and you will have a life-changing experience.
Beautiful. Thank you so much. You have a fantastic day. And to everyone out there as well, reach out with that list. Send them all those 10, right? We asked them for 10. We got to write them all down.
10 challenges and opportunities.
All right. Thank you again, Michael. Bye-bye.
Are you looking for even more of the podcasts and hosts that you love? The Podcast Business News Network is proud to announce that you now have even more ways to listen live. Check out the MyTuner Radio, online radio box, and Simple Radio apps on iOS and Android, or find us online. Search for Business News Network on mytuner-radio.com or search Podcast Business News Network on streama.com and onlineradiobox.com/US. Take your podcast on the go and don't miss a minute of the action.
Broadcasting from the business capital of the world, this is the Podcast Business News Network.
For nearly 2,000 severely injured veterans, everyday life has become filled with barriers.
Day-to-day simple tasks can become pretty daunting.
I have to carry my chair up 2 flights of steps or have somebody do it for me.
What scares me the most is just the falling.
When I'm struggling with my house, I think, to have that one great barrier just knocked down, it's crucial.
Home for Our Troops is a wonderful nonprofit that builds a
mortgage-free, fully adaptive, handicap-accessible house.
And there's no catch.
It'll be our very first home that we've ever owned. This is a game changer.
This is where your life begins again.
We need you to join us in completing this important mission. Please visit hfotusa.org and help build homes and rebuild lives.
Because of you, everything's going to be okay.